This episode is brought to you by Amazon Prime. From streaming to shopping, Prime helps you get more out of your passions. So whether you're a fan of true crime or prefer a nail-biting novel from time to time, with services like Prime Video, Amazon Music, and fast free delivery, Prime makes it easy to get more out of whatever you're into or getting into. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to learn more.
The Conjuring: Last Rites. On September 5th.
I come down here, I need your help!
The Conjuring: Last Rites. Only in theaters September 5th. Rated R.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Hey there, hi there, ho there. How are you? Welcome to King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike, and
I am Rusty.
Still
Rusty.
So, my wife went to the grocery store the other day, and
Okay.
we got these little orange juice boxes in our order, and we're not charged for them.
Oh, cool.
But I have figured out that this is my favorite way to drink orange juice is out of a tiny little box.
Yeah, no, I like little boxes. Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky.
Did you watch Weeds?
I did watch Weeds. I
Such a
didn't
good
catch
show.
it until season 4.
Yeah.
So I'll binge watch to season 4.
Uh-huh.
And then I realized, there's more seasons to this.
Yeah.
But I got to wait.
Yeah.
So
Weeds was good.
I had to watch
was a
it
good
with
show.
the show after that. But yeah, it's pretty good. Milfweed.
Uh-huh. I liked when she she started using the tunnels and stuff. I mean, that was
No, it got a
pretty
little
amazing.
extravagant. Yeah, it got a little crazy.
all right, guys. We
And
are.
then she became the one who knocks.
yeah, that's right. That's
yeah,
exactly right.
yeah.
It
Well,
was,
that's what it reminds me of is a more friendly,
comedic,
calmer
Yeah.
version
Uh-huh.
of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I watched a documentary.
what documentary?
I am subscribed to Channel 5 News. Channel 5, yeah. 55. What is that guy's name?
I don't know, but he does some
Crit
great,
Mac.
he
I was
does
talking
some
about
great interviews.
one of the guys on his deal. But he did an interview with the lady who owns that Breaking Bad house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that is.
She was friends with a TikTok star called Danny Duncan, and that's how he got to be able to. He used Danny Duncan as a segue to get in because she doesn't really like people at all.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
kind
I
of don't
would
blame her.
imagine because I bet.
So
it's
what
been
I
a
would
lot
have
of
done,
really
I think
big
there would have been
crap.
a way to mitigate this. So at one point, people were throwing fucking pizzas on her roof.
Right.
So
The
the
famous
city of
scene.
Albuquerque
Yeah.
had to come in and they covered the cost of it because it was causing
Right.
her problems, but they put a fence to where people couldn't get close enough to throw the pizza unless they just had a wicked arm.
Right.
So what I would have done is I would have had a fence or something put up so people couldn't just throw, but I would have had a booth set up and I would give you a plastic pizza
Yeah, no
so you
kidding,
could get
right?
your pizza
Yeah.
picture.
Mhm.
So you could throw your plastic
Yeah.
pizza on the roof and get a pizza
Yeah.
picture, and I would just have a steady stream of that all day, and it's
You
from
could just have
from
Walter White standing
from
there as
5
you
to
do it
5,
or
from
something.
5 to 5 I'm
Yeah.
throwing or for however
Yeah.
long you wanted to be open. I understand that would
$10
be
bucks,
taxing
throw a
on
pizza,
the
take a
neighborhood.
picture.
It would be taxing on the neighborhood and stuff like that. And it was cool because he actually went and talked to one of the neighbors in the area. And he was like, well, he said there's a lot of traffic and stuff in here. And he goes, he was like, yeah, it's kind of a weird neighborhood to live in because of that. He goes, but the lady's really nice. And he said she gets a bad rap on the internet because, if people came to your house in droves, hundreds a day,
Yeah.
you would probably get pissed too.
If I'm not mistaken, when they at the end of Breaking Bad, when the fence is actually around the house and all that stuff, I think that's real. Because like at the very end of it, he finally goes back to the house and gets the.
What's
poison
even
out of
worse
the
about
thing.
it is the house was only used in the TV show only the outside of the house was used.
Mm-hmm.
All the inside,
Yeah.
they got sound stages for anything that's got like an indoor setting. They've got sound stages for it.
Oh, yeah.
But they,
Because they can control it.
yeah.
You know.
Welcome to Bois, the Breaking Bad edition.
Think about trying to. Yeah, you're right, Artie. The first one's free, and that's how they get you. With the orange juice, that house has become iconic. I would imagine that a lot of things in Albuquerque have become iconic, like the hot dog
Well, there's a
stand.
few houses that end up getting sold like that. The Goonies, people who had the Goonies house sold their house. Actually, that lady herself, they said they were never going to sell, but she has recently said that she's willing to sell, but for like 4.5.
Oh, I would imagine.
I think it was like 4 or 5 million, something like that. Yeah.
There is a
4 or 5
guy.
million.
There's a guy that works for us. His name is Matt Mull.
Yeah, Matt.
And you've met him. And he has an app that I've been helping him get out on the markets and stuff, and it's called Scoutmaster. This Scoutmaster app, what it is it's basically a giant searchable database of where things have been shot. So, like, if you want to go see the Freddy Krueger house,
it tells
you
you
look
where
it
to
up,
go.
it brings up the map,
That's
it shows
cool.
you what was done, all that kind of stuff. And what he wants to do is get into AR so that, like, you point your phone over there and you could go pose with Freddy in front of the house and stuff like that, which is a really great idea.
That's a great idea.
Honestly.
I imagine it'd be a licensing nightmare, but other than that, it's a great idea.
Sure.
Yeah.
But as it sits right now, it's still a great idea because
that's
you
a
can
great
see
idea.
everywhere where things were shot all over the place. I mean, that's kind of cool.
It would be cool to see what films were filmed in this area and located. There was actually one, Charlton Heston, wasn't it? I think, or something like that.
It was,
that was done at the Round Bank. Before they tore it out.
Yeah.
Which I hate the idea of tearing out things. They didn't make it ugly though. I'll admit that
it's a decent
bank.
Yeah.
We had this bank in town, guys. It's really iconic.
It was just round.
It was a round bank, and it was just like a really big deal when they built it.
All right. We are at season 14, episode 4.
Episode 4.
This is
The Watchalong.
Chore Money, Chore Problems.
Chore Money, Chore Problems.
We are going to watch this and comment as we go.
We are.
And then once we get done with this, we will be going back to season 8 after the new season. And then when season 15 comes out, we'll do the same thing.
Yep, we're going to do the same thing. We'll pause wherever we're at. We probably won't make it. I bet we don't make it. Well, no, we should. We should make it through season 8 before season 15 drops.
Yeah, I would think so.
20
Unless they're
weeks.
just super fast on it.
Well, that's the thing is when do we get this one? August. So, honestly, Mike, I don't think we get through it in that amount of time.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Is there 20 weeks in between? Because we still got, what week is this? Week 4. We've still got 6 weeks of this.
True.
And then after 6 weeks of this, we have 28 weeks. Hold on. 23 weeks of the other show. So that's 23 and 6. That's
29.
That's a lot of months. 29 months.
29
weeks.
29 weeks. Yeah.
29 weeks, not months.
All right. So we are,
Damn.
like I said, season 14,
Not
episode
a mathematician.
4, Chore Money and Chore Problems.
Can't spell neither.
We are currently at the Hulu Presents screen, so if you wanted to start this along with us,
So
you
if
certainly
want to start
can.
this along with
But
us.
we will be pausing as we go and just talking about things that happen.
Yeah.
So here we go. Hopefully you guys can barely hear that. I'm not super worried about being taken down.
Yeah, no, they haven't taken anything down. Everything has stayed up.
I mean, we're not showing the entire thing.
We're not showing anything.
Yeah.
And
We are radically changing
the only thing it really affects is how we sound on the.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's good.
Yeah. That book over there with the radio tower on it.
Yeah.
Matt Mull wrote that book.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Pretty smart guy. Not just because he wrote a book.
Have I met him?
I think you have.
It's not Matt that works that works up
It's
here.
not
right?
Matthew. No,
Not Matthew.
No,
Okay.
it's Matt.
Matt.
Well,
I've never met a Matthew that just goes by Matthew. Every Matt I know,
Goes
every
by
Matthew
Matt.
I know just shortens it to
Yeah.
Matt.
No, he goes by Matthew. He does not like Matt.
Oh, he doesn't like it short.
And,
I didn't know that.
And the other Matt
Doesn't
like
like Matthew. He likes it
which
short.
is great because that
Yeah.
works for us.
Yeah.
All right, we start off with Hank. He's climbing a ladder to get to his gutters. and there are no leaves in the gutters.
There's no leaves in the gutter. One leaf.
So
and
poor
it
Hank, he
flutters
has
away.
nothing to freaking do. He goes to WD-40 some stuff.
Yeah, he realizes there's
Now,
nothing at all to do.
That is a change because you remember the big WD-40. He had the small WD-40 can to open the big WD-40 can. But those said WD-40 on them, if I'm not mistaken. This one does not.
I don't remember what they said on it, to be honest with you. It might have been squiggles.
All right, he's timing the water.
He's checking his water flow.
0.4 seconds off the drain time.
0.4 seconds off drain time. How bored you got to be in life that you're timing the drain time on your sink?
You got to be pretty freaking bored. Yeah,
that's next level boredom.
This whole thing is about the fact that Hank doesn't really want to be retired.
No, he doesn't.
This whole. She is watching a British reality show.
Yeah.
The Makeup Bake Up.
The Makeup Bake Up.
Aren't they all naked?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like, but it's making fun of the Great British Bake Off.
She said they're making a pastry pie or tart. Oh, and they're naked.
I don't know about the naked part.
That's what she said.
Oh,
they're
that's
all
what she
naked.
said.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. But no, I know that what they're parodying the Great British Bake Off that they have on Netflix.
I love on the captions how it says Gen Z guy. That's what they attribute the speech to is Gen Z guy. So they are working on their relationship while baking and all being naked. There
ain't nothing wrong with baking naked.
Will you ever watch the Naked Bakers on YouTube?
As long as you don't accidentally bake your penis into a pie.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen the Naked
they're
Bakers
naked,
on YouTube.
making pies.
That's crazy. They blur everything, or is it?
Usually,
because there's guys like see with YouTube is if it's educational, you can have That's
like,
how some of these yoga women get away with doing naked yoga on YouTube.
What always kills me is
free porn on YouTube.
Every
Yoga
time
naked.
That or like nursing things like that. You
know?
Oh,
that weird pregnancy kink stuff.
Yeah. But the thing that always gets me is I always think back to Office Space, where the guy on the other side of the wall in the apartment was like, "Hey, check this out, man. She looks just like your girlfriend." Here's that breast exam video.
Yeah, the breast exam video, yeah.
All
That's
right.
a good one.
Up, doorbell. Here he goes. He's got something to do. Boomhauer. I got 5 different nail guns.
I couldn't see why you would need 5 nail guns.
Because you're Hank. I mean, that's really the only reason.
I didn't realize there was that variety in the nail gun industry.
So
that you could have 5.
He's working on Chore Chimp.
I can understand 5 different brands. Yeah, he's working on Chore Chimp.
Chore Chimp.
The whole premise of this episode is kind of funny to me. The fact that they're making fun of millennials, saying that we need comfort from boomers.
Well, yes.
Pretty much what it's saying.
It is kind of saying that.
You hit something. We lost action here.
What happened?
But yeah, so that's kind of like what I thought was kind of funny about the premise is saying that we all need that like assuring older father figure or whatever it may be. Head of state. Here we go, guys.
Yeah. We're gonna
Hell
do
yeah.
Head of State,
That's a
guys.
good one.
Here we go.
Is that the one I think it? No,
It's
not the one I think
with
it was.
John Cena.
I was thinking of Enemy of the State. The one with he recently passed away. Really gruesome. Gene Hackman.
Oh, yeah. So Bobby is trying to send the perfect text to Connie because he's still chasing after Connie.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting into the weird dynamic. We're going to get into more of the weird dynamic behind their friendship, relationship, kind of whatever it's got going on.
Well,
because spoiler alert, like the way the show kind of goes on and kind of goes through their relationship and kind of explores that, did a fucking perfect job.
Yeah.
I was skeptical of how they were going to do it when we
too.
first saw that weird ethical monogamy episode or whatever, or
Non-monogamy.
ethical or whatever non-monogamy.
Yeah, ethical non-monogamy.
Hoeing on the high key hoeing or whatever you want to call it.
High key hoeing.
Yeah. But I was really skeptical of how they were going to handle their relationship after they had kind of brought out the fact that she was with Che and Wasana Song and they had like this weird little relationship. But I like how they eventually explored it and kind of explored the fact that it's like we're not kids anymore. whatever we had as kids is still there, but we can't, we're different now, so we have to like a different part of each other, even though our attachment with each other starts at that youthful age. They still kind of address the fact that like now they're grown, they can't connect based off of that same connection, even though they are connected by that connection kind of thing. I like the dynamic of it. I like how they explored it.
It was very well done.
It was very millennial.
So he's telling the guy in the kitchen that he ran into an old friend. He's trying to craft the perfect text so that
he's still thinking about it romantically.
Oh yeah, he just doesn't want to admit it.
Crafts a text.
Nobody
crafts a
text.
Or maybe you do. If you craft text, go ahead and send us an email at bwaaakoth with a well-crafted
Craft us a text, would you?
And or email.
Hellman's believes they can turn any mayo hater into a lover. So, if you know someone who thinks mayo equals bland, show their taste buds the truth and challenge them to try Hellman's flavored mayo. With irresistible flavors like Hellman's spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chipotle, and Italian herb, they'll be eating their words. Challenge haters to try Hellman's flavored mayo and get them to eat their words. Learn more at hellmans.com/eatyourwords.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Buying a car shouldn't eat up your week. That's why Carvana made it convenient. Car buying that fits around your life, not the other way around. You can get pre-qualified for an auto loan in just a couple of minutes and browse thousands of quality car options, all within your terms, all online, all on your schedule. Turn car buying into a few clicks and not a full week's endeavor. Finance and buy your car at your convenience on
Carvana.
Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
All of my texts are with married 60-year-old meat suppliers.
Yeah. I'm not used to texting single ladies.
Yeah, he's pretty worried about the fact that these texts are bad. On the summer, I turned pretty. He's talking about.
Yeah.
She came in the door. What do you know? You say her name 3 times, she appears.
You're right, Artie. He might be a prick, but he has money, and he is fit.
That's exactly right, yeah.
He could be hung. We don't know. Google, is Chain Masana song hung for us?
I think you have to be one or the other. Either fit or hung. Very rarely is somebody both.
Well, by that math, Chris Farley probably had a hog on him.
I would imagine he did. Yeah, I would imagine he did.
Yeah.
And there he is. He said I couldn't fire him, but my dad could.
Yep.
What a dick. And then that's the first time that Bobby realizes that they are
not kids anymore. Yeah.
Well, he didn't know that her and Chain.
Yeah, he didn't know about that relationship. You're right.
So here's where we find out. And in this one, Boomhauer looks old. By the way, he looks older. You know, it is funny to me that in this new version, we can understand Boomhauer more than we could in the old
A little
stuff.
bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
But I'm sure that comes with age also, you know?
He's a little bit older now. He might have just woke up off of a NyQuil bender before recording this episode. You never know.
Michael is talking to Artie, but he's talking about how they do a good job later explaining why she's with him. And he said,
but all of that reflects on Connie.
It does
now.
all reflect on Connie. Yeah, actually.
Well, I think it reflects on youth. I mean, when you're that young, do you really just want to be attached to one person? You know, I mean, I know a lot of people have a yearning to be with one person at 22, but really at that age, like, you're exploring who you are as a human being at, like, in the adult world. You're still trying to find out what you like, what you don't like. Sure. And I feel like it doesn't really reflect anything negatively on Connie at all. I don't think it reflects on the nature of either person. I think it just it reflects more on the nature of just youthfulness.
Yeah, Luke's asking about Boomhauer's girlfriend. We're going to see her next season.
I hope so, Luke.
And that's,
I'm not sure, but I
honestly,
hope so.
In the stuff I have for Friday, that's
I've reached out again to Wes Archer. Yeah. I'm trying to get an actual date.
Wes Archer, that'd be a great one. All right, so Boomhauer's over here talking to the lady who owns a house while Hank is out there doing all the work on this deck. Boomhauer's drinking a glass of pee while he's talking to her. I don't know what it is. It's yellow.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm assuming it's lemonade.
I'm going to see if Wes ever emailed me back. I just
got to try a double load. he says.
Yikes.
Want to see if it'll handle a double load.
A double load.
She's going to give him 5 bananas on the app, though. It's monkey food.
I got a funny. Go ahead and pause it real quick.
Yeah.
I got a funny quip about
Boomhauer
bananas.
has a perfect 5 banana rating.
So I watch random stuff, documentaries and stuff online.
Is this about the Chiquita Banana Company?
No, it's not necessarily about the Chiquita Banana Company, but it's something to do with bananas and advertising.
Yeah.
So bananas and advertising kind of go hand in hand with the Kellogg's company. So they needed to sell more bananas, and Kellogg's Kellogg's is the first ultra processed food humans in the United States consumed. Kellogg's is the first like mega ultra processed, like ground up, mealed up food that we eat, and so that's what it was. It was an advertising thing with bananas. They needed to sell more bananas, so they sold advertisements. The advertisement deal with Kellogg's was Kellogg's would say, hey, they'd already done advertising. Kellogg's had already done a big advertising thing to get Kellogg's in homes for breakfast with the breakfast advertisements.
Stop all the masturbation.
They did a lot of advertisement stuff with Kellogg's, and then the pork industry had their thing for bacon for breakfast. So the idea of breakfast was just like being formed at that time kind of thing. So that's what they did with bananas, and that's why bananas are seen as something to chop up and put in cereal.
Yeah.
And oatmeal is actually not something that you really should be eating at breakfast. It's actually not that good for you, as they say. It's really like
steel cut oats, man. Come on.
They say it's oats, but oats is meant to feed fucking livestock, not human beings. It's got a lot of sugar and stuff in it that's not really good for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oats.
Well, you got to think of what does bread turn into in your body? It breaks down into sugar, right?
Yeah.
And that's what all oats is sugar at the end of the day when your body breaks it down. So it's like you're like 70% of it just breaks down into sugar or something.
Already says oatmeal enemas. There you go.
Yeah. So.
All right. So
breakfast is a scam. They say the best thing to do is to eat to go as long as you can without eating when you first wake up.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Breaking fast. You're supposed to fast.
I love breakfast.
Eat a meal a day.
I love some eggs.
love breakfast food.
Some toast.
But breakfast food again is a commercial creation, just like modern Christmas, modern Easter, modern Valentine's, Mother's Day, Father, like all these things
just not modern Thanksgiving
to generate income and to stimulate the economy during those time frames.
Michael says apparently bananas are the most sold grocery item in the U.S.
Because when I worked at the candy factory, a good 60% of candy that we would make would be just for Halloween season.
Yeah.
Just for that season. Or Easter time, around Easter time, a good chunk of the candy we would make
I would imagine.
just for those holidays. Without those holidays, all of those industries don't have those big
I would bet they
booms.
sell a ton of bananas just simply because bananas go bad so quickly now. You know, it used to be that bananas took a while to go bad. When I get bananas at the grocery store now, it's a couple days.
I get that's why I purposefully get the ones that are the almost raw as you could get. That way I could get them as fresh as possible because they'll sit there for a day or two before they're fully ready to eat after you get them when they're that green.
Well, they
just taste better that way, I think.
They're also a great way to get the runs if you eat the green ones.
And the myth they sold it with is it's high in potassium when it's really not. I don't know what the sources are, but there are better sources of potassium than a banana.
Maybe just
to
potassium.
What I read. Yeah, man, you
take a potassium pill.
You could just snort potassium.
Snort it.
Actually, potassium, I've had potassium mainlined into my veins at the doctor's office in the ER, and it
and all you
burns.
can smell is bananas for a week.
It burns it burns.
I bet it does.
It burns like hell, because it goes over through all your once it goes in intravenously.
Why are they putting potassium straight in your veins?
Well, in one arm I had a regular saline IV drip with something else that they had put in it, and they had to mainline potassium into me because I was really low on potassium. My potassium was at dangerously low levels. Like I was my pee looked
my wife had
like
to do
black.
The same. My wife had to do the same thing, but she does it with iron. She's very anemic.
Deficient.
Yeah.
Well, I'm usually not anything. It was just that puke bout I had. I'd puked.
It's true. I guess you puked out all the vitamins.
Well, that's what he told.
Well,
that's what the doctor told me is that I'd puked for so long that I had puked myself into a point where it's no longer just a physical puke thing. I had puked out everything that my body had in it. He said whenever you're sick like that, don't continue to pound fluids if they're just going to come back up every time. You go straight to the doctor. And I was trying to force water down my body for like 5 days. So I was chugging water, but it was never in my body long enough to do anything other than to swill around and then come right back up. So
yeah, at that point, you got to have IV fluids.
Yeah, no, I was at that point, and that's what they did. They put potassium in my vein, and it was orange, and it burned.
What we find out here is that Boomhauer is a really good listener.
He's a good listener and he's got some advice.
He's a decent handyman, but he's really just a good listener, and that's why he's got a 5 banana rating in Chore. He does a job, and he's great to talk to. Hank is a little
He's
salty
focused
about
on the
this.
job the whole time and not on the and that's kind of weird about Hank. You would think Hank would focus on the customer service due to how he was at Strickland, but he's more focused about the job.
Well, I think what you're seeing here is that Hank wants to work so bad that's what he's really, really focused on. All right, so Bobby's trying to find out how long they've been together.
Pause real quick. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
I was just going to say that I think Hank is so focused on working and keeping himself busy that the customer service thing comes second. Plus, he doesn't even know there's customer service here, honestly.
Okay, and then my observation for this scene here that I thought was weird is
and this is Bobby taking an order from Chain and Connie.
Yeah, Bobby acts surprised when he finds out that Connie and Chain are dating.
Right.
Acts like he had no idea about it. But how could he have no idea about it when his business partner is dating her? I could understand if it was just like it just happened that day or something, but the way they make the relationship seem is like it's something that's already been happening. And when she runs into Bobby in the previous episode, whenever she runs into him, it's like they had never seen each other, for years. So how could he be in a relationship with the business? How could she be in a relationship with the business owner, co-owner with Bobby, and not know at all that it's Bobby that's attached to that business with him? Is what I didn't understand.
I think it's the non-monogamy that comes into play.
They don't really deep dive into each other's lives enough. I don't
think Bobby wants to hang out with Chain at all.
I think it's just they're just banging is all they're doing.
Yeah,
is
that's
what
really
makes
all
it
it
sound
is.
like.
Yeah.
Hank's last job must have been more executive than at Strickland. I'm sure there were no sales going in.
It's true.
In Saudi Arabia. I think he was. I'm pretty sure there's still sales going in Saudi Arabia. I think he was still in sales, is what they said. I can't remember. I'm going to look that up real fast while we're watching this.
He's trying to drill down into this relationship and find out if they're actually together, if they're living together, if they're just going out or whatever. Because he says, "Should I put your leftovers in separate boxes, or what do you?"
Oh, go ahead. It says he was assistant manager in charge of Arabian propane and Arabian propane accessories. Okay. So he was assistant manager of something.
I love how he's always assistant manager. That's the best.
Can we actually just start with 2 matchas?
No problem.
2 matchas.
Nature's Red Bull.
Are you both perhaps tired from a late night?
That you both potentially shared? All right, Hank's back at the gutter. Finally got some leaves. Boy, he polishes his gutters.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. Hitting it with a polish spray.
Oh, this is somebody else's gutter, so this is another Chore chimp.
Chore, yeah, Chore chimp.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, Luke. Good morning, blah, blah, blah. Welcome to the live stream.
And again, he is talking about it fell right on Boomhauer's head. He got knocked out.
Coming up at the commercial, you can watch 2 capuchin monkeys slapbox each other.
What?
I don't know. Just saying stuff.
All right, so she's putting a frozen bag of diced potatoes because she can't get no peas.
Yeah.
On his head.
No, I've been watching a ton of early Hollywood stuff, and it's just
monkey slapboxing.
Well, there was a weird silent feature that I'd watched that was just like a 5-minute video of 2 capuchin monkeys just slapping each other.
I love how Boomhauer still has that picture though, the one with the car up over the thing there.
Yeah, the same one. Yeah, it was Sally, the one that the guys drowned out.
With the Camaro. Yeah.
That's the one that the guys drowned out, I believe. The ones that they threw in the quarry.
Oh yeah.
Is that the? No, I don't think it's that one.
I don't think it's. No, it looks like a newer one.
Yeah.
That actually may be a newer picture.
I do hope we get more about the hills navigating Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I agree, Michael. I hope we get more of that. Yeah.
Ancient people used to give themselves concussions because they believe it got them closer to God.
Yeah.
That's what Dale says.
Well, they say a lot of it was attached to psychedelic drugs.
Sure.
They say that's where humans gained their consciousness was from psychedelic drugs.
So Peggy's willing to take care of Boomhauer because he's all concussed.
I don't know if you read books, but I have to find the title of the book. But it pretty much discusses the connection between the human consciousness and mushroom usage in early humans.
This episode is brought to you by Dogfish Head Craft Brewery. The Grateful Dead and Dogfish Head have gotten the band back together with the release of Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale, a light-bodied pale ale brewed with sustainable Kernza grains, granola, and heaps of good karma for a refreshing brew that's music to your taste buds. Available nationwide. Visit dogfish.com to find Grateful Dead Juicy Pale Ale in your neck of the woods. Dogfish Head Craft Brewery is located in Milton, Delaware. Please drink responsibly.
Discover Ralph's Club New York, the new fragrance by Ralph Lauren. With blackcurrant, vanilla, and sandalwood, this scent embodies the sensuality and confidence of Usher. Like the city that never sleeps, this masculine fragrance lasts for 12 hours. Ralph's Club New York. Ralph Lauren. Shop now at Macy's.com.
So Hank is pretending to be Boomhauer now, and he's going to go do his chore chimps.
The chore chimps. Chore chimps.
Miso trout dip sounds awful to me.
Miso trout dip. Any kind of fish dip is a little iffy to me. I like fish, though. I'm real big on the McDonald's fish sandwich.
Really? We went and ordered some
like
chicken sandwiches the other day and got 2 fish sandwiches.
Man, I would have been in hog's heaven.
Mm.
If you made that kind of mistake, that's not really a mistake for me. I would have enjoyed that.
So you like the filet of fish, huh?
I don't mind the filet of fish. I really don't. I could eat the filet of fish at least every time I go. I get 1 filet of fish.
Is it real fish?
It's real tasty. I don't know if it's real fish, but it tastes like
it's like
fish.
saying the McRib is real.
It tastes real fishy, fish-ish.
All right, so he's trying to pump up Bobby here in front of Connie because he's a real great boss and he's handsome. He calls him the catch of the day. Emilio seems like a nice guy. He just
I like Emilio.
He just misses it just a little bit, you know.
I like Emilio.
Yeah,
I do.
Connie, she's obviously not super proud of going out with Chain.
It's not her. It's not her vibe, really.
Yeah.
Chain is not like her kind of person.
He just has an 8-pack, and he's
Probably
that
hung.
guy, and she's at that age.
Hung with a wallet. Young, dumb, full of cum.
You got a chain coming from it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does his Shane hang low?
Shane wobble to and fro. All right. He did not get what he wanted. Bobby is still in love with her.
Daniel Krause, welcome. Yeah, she is very
and I really
comfortable
wish...
defending his relationship.
Oh, yeah, very much
well,
so.
She knows that Bobby knows Chain, and she knows that the restaurant guy right there knows Chain. So, Bobby beats off to Connie in secret. Probably. Yeah,
Here's what I don't understand. Why
probably been doing it for a long time.
He has to. Hank has to be taken aback by the fact that people would hire somebody just to put up a curtain rod. Because that seems like the simplest thing possible.
But he doesn't understand that it's really not people
right.
wanting those things. It's
not about
something
the curtain
else.
rod.
And I've kind of experienced this. So in England, the trades are still. I am from England. In England, the trades are still like in full swing in the sense that instead of just having one guy that's like the contractor that does every little tiny thing.
Yeah.
You have a guy that'll do windows. You have a guy that'll do cabinets. You have little repairmen that you call and they'll come do these small chores for you. It's still a real big thing in England. Like it's a real big thing. So I was at my aunt's.
It's like
it was
literally
just a hinge on one of her fucking
Really?
cabinet doors.
Really?
And she had this guy fixing it, and I was just sitting there talking to her, and she's real sweet. Oh, would you like a cup of tea? And, making him tea and all that, and getting him like a little snack to bite on or whatever. And He just fixes a hinge, and that was the end of it.
Huh.
They did the money exchange, shook hands, said some pleasantries, and he left. But I was talking to him, and I was like, "You're fixing just a hinge?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How much are you charging just to fix that hinge?" I said, "I don't really care. I know she's my aunt, but I know she's got money, so I don't really care how much you charge her. I'm just curious as to how much money you make if you go around and you just fix one hinge, every 20, every 30, 40 minutes you're throughout your day, and you got a hinge every hour you're changing." He goes, "Man, that's 60, 70 pounds just to change one hinge. That's 140 American dollars to change a hinge almost. I mean, the exchange rate's not that good anymore.
Yeah, but it's still at $100 probably.
It's still $100 at least." And I was just like, "You're changing out a hinge for $100?" I told my aunt, I was like, "Hey, you could have just gave that to me, and I would have fixed that." I said, "All he did was literally tighten like 4 screws."
Luke says Bobby beats off to Connie in secret. I
Probably.
watched a video last night about a guy who rents himself out as someone who does nothing. So it's a guy in Japan, and he got fired from a job where his boss told him, "You have done nothing for this company. You do nothing for this company. We're letting you go." And so he took that seriously.
Yeah.
And now he rents himself out. This one woman has rented him out 270 times to just sit across from her
While she eats.
and eat supper or a meal, and then they both get on their phones and they just sit there.
She
and
might as well
don't
marry
talk
him.
to
That
each
sounds like
other.
most married couples sit across from the food and big fan guys, Black Ridge official. Big fan guys. We're a local Pittsburgh rock band.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, shout out to Pittsburgh.
Black Ridge, send us a link to your stuff, man. I will. I
would
would
like to see
love
it.
to
Check us
see
out,
you.
brother.
That would
Season
be
14.
great. And I do
Yeah,
love
appreciate
up and coming
Black Ridge.
bands. Absolutely. Do you guys tour? If you tour, I want to talk to you about that too. Thanks
cool.
for being here,
Black
man.
Ridge official.
Great.
Thanks for hanging out.
70 pounds
Daniel
and a cup of tea.
Krause,
That's it.
Luke, Artie,
All right, here we go.
blah blah blah. Everybody else. Thank y'all.
All right, so he is at the Chore Chimp
Michael.
thing,
Luke.
and the woman with the baby answers the door, and this is not about a curtain rod. Because obviously Boomhauer's already been there.
Well, that's what. Now, pause it real quick.
Yeah.
I don't mean to keep pausing it.
fine.
She said, "Are you as good as
Yeah,
Boomhauer?"
yeah.
And it was a woman answering the door. So my head went instantly, "Is Boomhauer?
Yeah, please email me, Black Ridge.
Is Boomhauer banging these women?"
I don't think
That's
he's banging the women.
Well, when she said what she said, it just
Yeah.
was like a boop. Like, are we about to be in one of those weird situations
Right.
like he was in with Miss Liz?
when you watch it the first time, you probably thought that.
Yeah, because it's like
that's
the
true.
Miss Liz thing. That's what
That's
I thought.
true.
That's what in my mind, like Hank tried to fix that thing for Miss Liz, and she tried to throw herself at him. I thought Boomhauer would accept.
Yeah.
Boomhauer doesn't have to say
Yeah.
no. So I was thinking Boomhauer was running one of those kind of things.
Blah 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 says that's where their mind went.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. I mean, everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not off topic to go that direction. I don't think. I think it's topical to assume that Boomhauer's in there smashing.
Yeah, she was talking about his 5 banana rating. She shows him
5
the app.
banana rating.
He's got the big bananas.
Come on, there's a lot of innuendo here.
My computer's about to die. We better get through this sucker.
Yeah.
Eric, this is Hank. So he's in there folding clothes and all this stuff, which is great, I guess. But again, he's talking about how he doesn't sleep, how their relationship is screwed up, all this stuff because of the baby.
Yeah.
She broke her vibrator.
God damn.
I know one man in that room that does not want to hear that. He doesn't want to hear about your vibrator. Do you have kids? Yes.
How hard you got to ride that thing to break it, though? God dang.
Well, she did say they went 63 days. So, I mean, it's 2 months,
Yeah.
you know?
It's a little while.
I guess there are guys in jail that go more than 63 days.
Some of them go 2,363
Sure.
days.
Sure. So
No,
all he
probably
wants to
not
do
that
is
long.
talk about these curtain rods. He doesn't want to talk about anything else.
They use Jolly Ranchers as lipstick. Yeah.
Yeah, all he wants to
Yeah.
do is
Artie
talk
said
about
it's
that.
a massage wand. Yeah.
A massage wand. That's right.
Massage these nuts.
So he only got 2 banana rating
He only got 2 bananas.
because he
yeah.
wouldn't talk to him about their relationship.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
say a word.
Those curtain rods were taut and true. Goddamn, just shitty Peggy.
Nah, I like her.
I bet I
like-
could have done too.
Nah, this new season, Peggy's better. I like her.
Oh, she did get
We're
her feet
loving
fixed.
Peggy again.
She got her
yeah.
feet fixed.
She got some nice perky perkies for an older lady. You got to think they didn't put no sag in them.
She got a.
They fixed her feet and didn't put no sag in
She
them.
could be wearing that industrial strength bra too, though.
Man, there was more sag in them in the original season.
Really?
Yeah, there's somebody that's on Reddit that's a sick fuck doing comparisons.
My dog
And
is my therapist.
I guess I'm the sick fuck reading them.
Well,
I had to find it. I had to show it to you. It's funny as shit.
There is
was
a
somebody
difference.
completely compare. Well, they were what it was. It was a comparison of the character models, but they compared when they were comparing Peggy and the women. It kind of got a little out there.
There is a difference between watching bum fights and participating in bum fights. So it is a little different just reading about it.
Oh man, back in high school, I would have paid $40 to watch two homeless dudes fight. Especially if that after the end of it, we all got to drink beer together. That would have been awesome.
Sure. So they have this across from Bobby and Joseph. There's an apartment over there where these two people are often seen eating and loving and all this stuff, and so they make up these stories about them. They have no idea whether any of this stuff's true or not. And this is something that me and my buddy Casey do. Whenever we see people, we always make up these backstories and stuff.
I do that too.
We're not really
people
making
watching,
fun of them. We're just
you're not making fun of nobody, but it's just fun. Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is for Joseph, he brings food home to him all
Or
the
like,
time.
hey, look at that guy over there with that haircut. He looks pissed. I bet you he's so mad at his barber. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
He brought him basically like a big sushi burrito. You see that?
It looks good, whatever it is. I'm hungry.
And Bobby got a hamburger.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, a big-ass seaweed wrapped ball of rice.
He just wants Connie and him to be friends is what he really, really wants. What does he want? What does he really, really want?
Yeah, full of shit.
Karaoke tomorrow night. So she's inviting him out to something. So he gets super excited about this part.
I love it.
Which he doesn't really need to get super excited about it, but... And then, of course, Joseph is always like, yep, that's it. Gosh, talking about adulterers' infidelity about someone they watch from afar. Gee, I wonder if that is foreshadowing for allegory or for anything. Maybe. It could be. Very well could be. So he's back at the Two Banana House.
Well, pause real fast.
Yeah.
I like all the kind of innuendo they kind of put in, like subtlety that ends up not being what you think it would be based on previous actions of characters. So like Boomhauer here, in this scene in particular, I think that Boomhauer is going to be having sex with women. And then there's another
I don't think
scene.
he is. I think you're going to find out that he's pretty faithful to his girlfriend.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely faithful.
That's
what I'm saying.
The kid.
And that's just what I'm thinking, just based on the character before. Like you get these predispositions. And then there was another scene too where it's Nancy and John Redcorn like adjusting themselves in front of a camera.
Well, she says
and you're
the tree got me in the head while we were working or whatever.
Yeah,
her hair's
and then they're standing in front of a camera together, and you're like, are they making? Are they going to have an only? Is this going to be the OnlyFans reference?
Yeah.
And then like they bring out Dale or something, and Dale's like okay with this because it's like a money thing.
Well,
then I didn't know because you don't know how far they were going to go with like the black comedy. I didn't know how
Dale
far they were going to go in
definitely
that
would be your
direction.
cuck. I mean, that's just
yeah,
all
that's
there
what I'm
is to
saying.
it. Yeah.
And with it being more adult. Able to, because this feels more adult, this series, than the other one did. It feels a little more mature or whatever. There's some themes I wouldn't want a kid to see in this more so than I've seen.
Well, like we
anything
talked
else.
about last week. They had to take a lot of the F words out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. So he's questioning them as to why he only got 2 bananas. I am on the Nancy and Redcorn not back together, but it seems like it. Yeah, I agree.
The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox is on Hulu. In 2007, Amanda Knox was studying abroad in Italy. She had no idea her dream would turn into a nightmare. Inspired by the actual events of her wrongful conviction and 15-year fight for freedom, watch the new Hulu original series, The Twisted Tale of Amanda Knox. Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Now at Chipotle. Our all-new Chipotle Honey Chicken brings Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. Seared smoked peppers and savory Mexican spices, blended with a hint of pure honey for a perfectly balanced sauce. All combined with fresh, tender chicken hot off the grill, served up in your favorite burrito or bowl. New Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. but it's only at Chipotle for a limited time. Order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
When it comes to customers, the most important mile is the extra one. He's going to do some more chores just so he can get that 5-banana rating. Doing the grout on the floor.
Yeah, redoing the floor grout.
Yeah.
That's a crazy task.
So he finally gives in to telling these people how things are going and all this stuff, and
he finally realizes what the
about,
money thing is.
Yeah, talking about the baby latching on, and
which we get to hear an intimate part about Bobby.
Shudders. He shudders before he says Bobby wouldn't latch.
Well, it's an intimate part about Bobby's. And
I know.
That we don't. This is something you never hear about him.
The best mother in the state of Texas.
5 bananas.
Immediately. I love how he's got a polisher. He's got. I can't imagine that Hank has anything but all the tools
you need.
That you need to do anything. Well, if
That's
he's got
why you
5,
know he's got money.
Oh, he's got 5 nail guns. He's got all the tools.
That's why when you call Hank broke, just look at his tools. He ain't broke.
No, he ain't broke. Hashtag UT. Oh, UTI. Yes, that's exactly right, Artie. So they're doing shots. Bobby showed up for the karaoke.
Yes,
and
he
what
did.
he doesn't realize is that Connie brought a friend for Bobby.
Yeah, brought a friend.
They get up and they sing karaoke together. Bobby
it's a
thinks
horrible
that everything's
friend
great.
Situation.
Yeah. One night without you, live without you. When alive would that be?
Oh, I need you in my arms. I need you to hold.
I love this part though, where they go back to them dancing at the middle school dance and stuff. That was cool.
Without you.
How do I breathe without?
I always thought Peggy was modeled after Jewel. Not Peggy, Luann.
Poor businessman at the.
I always thought Luann was modeled after Jewel.
Jewel, huh? Really?
That's who she always reminded me of
teeth?
for some reason.
Weird teeth Jewel?
No, don't call her weird teeth Jewel.
She's got weird teeth.
No, she accepted that she was a beautiful woman and she didn't have to change herself for nobody, and she left her natural
still got weird
self.
teeth.
They're not weird.
Hey, they're awful. They're kind of weird.
They're just.
You got a thing for Jewel.
Jewel's teeth.
You got a thing for Jewel. Is what I just saw.
No, I like her music. She is. Hey, when she was
you
coming
like her
up,
music, huh?
yeah, when she was coming up, yeah, she was hot, man. She was hot stuff.
You like what's her name? Bjork also?
No,
she's got a weird.
Not.
She got a weird everything.
Yeah, whatever her sound is not for me. Yeah.
I like dolls.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, she's not. Nah. I never noticed Jewel had teeth. I hope she's got teeth.
They left a video for a response talking about how great Hank was. The problem is they talk about how
they tell all of Hank's business.
Artie says he never noticed that Jewel had teeth.
Yeah,
that's
she's
a good
toothless.
one, Artie. That's a very nice job. So the unfortunate thing here is that they talk about Peggy had trouble with Bobby latching on and all that.
Yeah.
Peggy is mortified.
That Hank would tell all her business out there.
Yeah,
but
the UTI,
I don't know why she would
latch
be,
on, all that stuff.
I don't know why she would be extremely mortified. She shouldn't be.
Because they are who they are. That's.
I really wish they would have gave Hank and Peggy some kind of influencer stuff. Like Hank is like a handyman and makes videos for YouTube or something.
Yeah, it would have been kind of cool.
Or Peggy does Spanish videos, but they end up being comedy because she's so dumb.
That
or not dumb, but she doesn't know Spanish as good as she thinks she does.
That honestly would be a pretty decent thing.
I think that'd be a good premise. I think it'd be too obvious though, so it probably won't be something.
That could be, yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's too obvious. It's too easy of something to do.
He's not good at opening up like that.
No, he's not. He actually suffered.
Oh.
If you enjoy his suffering, email us at bwaaaakoth@gmail.com.
So she's really trying hard to get Bobby to go out with this girl. And Bobby's just not interested because he is still in love with Connie.
He is still madly in love with Connie. Watch Connie in the background while she leaves to go get more drunks. Bobby and Ola are alone. She whips around when Ola laughs and then moves so she can watch them out of the corner of her eye. Oh, okay. Yeah, she does right here.
Yep. She's watching her handiwork. She's trying to get her friend.
And honestly, if I'm Bobby, I'm going for Foxy Brown.
Yeah, honestly.
I think Connie might have lost that spark that night because I'm going home with Foxy Brown if I'm Bobby Hill.
Foxy Brown.
That's what she reminds me of. She looks like Foxy Brown.
Peggy has told way more people about Hank's narrow urethra, people he knows, deals with in person. That's true, Artie, but we all know that it does not go both ways with those two.
All right, guys, put a 1 in chat if you're going home with Ola over Connie.
2 if you're
or
going
2
home
if you're going
Foxy Brown.
That's Ola, right? That's her name?
That's Ola?
That's Ola, I think is her name.
Well, let's say 1 Connie, 2 Foxy.
Okay, one Connie, 2 Foxy. There you go. Put a 1 in chat for Connie and a 2 in chat for Foxy.
She goes, "You're too
we
nice.
got
I'm
1,
fine.
2.
I don't care."
We got 1, 2.
2. Daniel
Yeah.
says 2.
He got confused. He had to get the hell up out of there.
Well, it's just not what he was set for.
No, he thought he was going 2 and 1.
Daniel says 2 and 1. That's good.
Bobby is a long-term guy. No, I'm not saying if you're Bobby. I'm saying if you're you. What are you? Who are you picking? Not Bobby.
This is like 1 that night, 2 next time, Artie says. So Hank's in here talking about how he used the staple gun to try to get the diapers and all that stuff. I didn't really understand that story because it sounds like he stapled diapers to Bobby's leg. But
yeah, that's kind of odd. Staples.
Yeah, I
We've
understand.
done safety pins, but we never did staples.
I
did cloth diapers with my 2
Did you?
youngest. Yeah, my 2 youngest had
Did you
cloth.
throw them away once they shit in them?
No. Definitely not. They're too expensive to throw away.
I was not doing cloth diapers. There was no friggin' way.
Spent hundreds on them. They were it was expensive because you bought so many, but it was cheap because I didn't buy diapers for years.
I like how he gets into bed with the staple gun still in his hand.
Yeah, what the hell is he doing? I never noticed that.
He's got the
I didn't
staple
notice that
gun
on my first
still
watch
in his
through.
hand.
Like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah. He opened up to her, and she likes that. So now we find out that Peggy is not as confident as she says she is.
Yeah, she's not.
Because she doesn't know what the hell to do with herself either now that she has nothing to do or go do. God, that is the worst answer you could give Hank.
That is the worst.
If he's like,
that is
what
the
are we
worst
supposed
answer.
to do about not knowing what to do? She goes, I think we should talk about it and work through it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And she knew all about it because he pried the staples out of the crib.
Yeah, that's insane.
But what's insane about that is that they haven't talked about it at all. You know, Bobby's
they never
in
addressed
his
it. Yeah,
mid to late 20s, and they've never even talked about
they
it.
never talked about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. She's there.
Yeah. She's there.
And she did not mean to ambush him, which I completely understand. That's good.
She should have
She's
ambushed
just
him.
trying to get back into his life as a friend.
Trying. I think she's got more feelings than she wants to like admit most of this like scene.
He says, Joseph comes out, is the adulterers on? And they're just watching those people.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
They have nothing. They know nothing about them. They've just made this show up around.
Well, when I was 17, I dated this 21-year-old chick. I told her I was 18, but I wasn't. And I dated this chick for I don't know some months, but I stayed at her apartment pretty much the whole time that we dated. And I used to sit on the balcony of the apartment when she worked because I didn't have a job. I was just a 17-year-old bum.
Yeah.
And I mean, I worked, but I didn't work like a full-time job. I'd go do like side jobs and like just little odd jobs and stuff to make money. And I would just sit there like they were doing on her balcony, and I would people watch all day because I would sit there. She would be gone for like 12 hours because she had to take the bus because she was seizure prone, so she couldn't drive. So her commute was like 2 hours longer both directions than it would be in general. So her like 8-hour day was like a 12-hour day. So I would sit there for like 12 hours on the balcony just smoking weed and eating food.
Yeah.
And just watching people come and go at that apartment complex.
That sounds very relaxing.
It was chill. I enjoyed it. I recommend, like, you know, I wish I could have retired at 17.
So we get to the end of this thing and we realize that Connie just wants to be friends with Bobby, just like he wanted. And so it became it actually worked out for both of them. So now they can move forward as friends again.
Yeah, it was sweet. They get to take it back to what it is, the wholesomeness of what their relationship is.
All right, tell people where they can find more of this.
You can find more of this on the back of your favorite cereal box. Now you can find more of this at BWAAAKOTH on all social media. And all social media, you can also
KOT.
Email is at BWAAAKOTH.
Yeah, and
at gmail.com.
I want to tell you guys, Michael, Daniel, Artie, of course.
Yeah, everybody in chat here.
Blah, blah, blah. Rusty, Blackridge, my new friend. Luke. Who else we got in here?
Cody Goodman. Jamie Bautista.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah.
Thank you guys all for being here. We really appreciate it.
And we'll still be here for Friday, so if
we're gonna do
you're
a
tuned
Friday.
live, remember all live recordings are 2 episodes long.
Mine's going to look a little different, I think, because I'm going to have to do it on the phone, but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will see you guys again next time.
We'll see you
I
next
believe
time.
there is one thing left to say, and that is...
Find out what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, Wimatanye.
Wimatanye, indeed.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.